All right. Let's see, is it working properly? What's up, what's up, what's up? Okay, seems like it is. Oh, I got a new follower. We're like 846. Appreciate you following me on Twitch. Thank you. And Dashawaki 808. Thank you for the follow on the 20 and the 31st. What's up, Bentley? Welcome to the stream. So I decided to do my Lions because Mr. Dead Walker over here gave me momentum. Go undefeated, 1,000 XP, 380 legacy. You goddamn straight, baby. Goddamn straight. TJ Jones. Our man right there. TJ Jones, baby. Yes, sir. And then that other guy, fucking fire as well. Forgetting his name.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports.
I'm gonna show him how to really get the Super Bowl
Today we have an
in the right
exciting
way.
matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Vikings
Yeah,
going
division
up
leaders.
against the Lions.
It's me. Yeah. Yeah, baby.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit.
Yeah, look at our boys.
A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for
off
football.
The charts. Yeah, that's
as
right.
the Lions get ready to do
they know that we're the winners.
with the Minnesota Vikings.
We don't deal with no losers. Get that shit right. Get those fourth down shits. Oh yeah.
For the 78th
time, we get the ball first.
Day
all right.
Has come to Detroit,
all right. You want the winners to go first. All right. I respect that.
This is fielded a couple
all right,
yards
let's go, boys.
deep.
Let's get it. Spin it, baby. Ooh.
And he'll be brought down at the
okay,
23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the ninth-year man out of Georgia, their quarterback, and that's Matthew Stafford.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose.
Okay, you want to...
But boy, it's a fun 24 when you win.
All right, we're going to run it first, guys. We're going to start off easy. We're going to work our way up. We're going to run the ball because we're smart. That's what we do.
Let's
get it, baby.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we look now at the Lions offense.
One way I really judge a player's value is when opponents.
Oh yeah, we got Junior Jones.
Yet they still can't take
we got TJ Jones. We got Junior Jones. Fucking both fire.
Everyone knows about his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. Yet he's still the primary target for Matthew Stafford on just about any passing situation.
Yeah, we know Matthew Stafford. He's lit. We know this.
Stafford.
Nobody open. Get him. Oh, he caught it.
Oh, a battle for
Let's go.
And this will be caught. A gain of 32 that time.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff.
It didn't look like it was
how about
open.
when they have height and length and deep downfield?
He got it.
You throw the ball up in the air.
I love
That's how they uncover at the end of a route by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
Thank you for proving me wrong, buddy.
Thank you for catching that ball. Let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Good job, defense, for holding it. They didn't sack me. Good job.
On first down, it's Stafford.
Open guy, open.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
All right, no worries.
And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Let's take a second here to talk about quarterback Xavier Rhodes. And what I love about his game, his long arms and strong hands. When you put him in press coverage, it's really hard for receivers to get off the line of scrimmage and get into their routes.
Had what most thought was his best year in 2016. The trophy case agrees. His first Pro Bowl.
Get this catch, baby. Get that first down.
2nd and 10, Stafford again.
Get. Oh.
And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety.
All right.
That brings up 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well.
We get this 99% of the time. We always catch it. All right. We're on a 3rd and 10. We got to get this, boys. Come on. There you go. That's my man. Yes. Let's go.
And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Oh, shit. I took too long.
Delay of game, offense.
Shit.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Go for it again. Let's get it.
They snap it to Stafford. It's caught. Jones.
Yes.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Riddick light on his feet and able to work his way down to the 16. You see what Riddick was able to do in last week's ball game. 18 carries, 112 yards.
And even though it's a short week,
we got some fire streams coming up, guys.
And that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
How we doing, boys? W's in the chat.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their 6-year cornerback from Houston, and that's Case Keenum.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make it more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And now the Lions' defensive starters.
When you talk about pure speed on the corner, you have to talk about Darius Slay, because this guy in high school, 100-meter, 200-meter state champ, he can flat out run. The thing he's looking to increase, takeaways. Only 7 takeaways in his last 4 seasons. He wants to live up to his nickname, which is Big Play Slay.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Now Keenum. And that is incomplete.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Not, especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3-and-out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They juked him. Oh, with a juke. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Lions will take over.
That was a very good return.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Watch tight end, tight right.
They go back to Reddick. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across
Okay, so I'm not going to go to Mr. Heisenberg.
Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Stafford on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200+ right now. On the ground, it's Reddick. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, able to shed some tacklers, but it's all for naught.
Yeah, that doesn't even seem fair, does it? Because this guy was breaking tackles, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what he did. A really good effort by him, but give credit to the defense of giving up no gain.
Riddick with a carry. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
To throw on third down, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
In his 5th year from Appalachian State, it's Sam Martin on to punt. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Keenum going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's right. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Because I've seen a bunch of new ones. Like, did they release one like today or something? Or?
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the numbers for Latavius Murray last time out. 20 carries, 87 yards.
I don't believe so.
Running backs love
I don't want to see it.
And that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
I mean, technically have seen him without his hand, technically.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And Murray's still down. Maybe shaking up that go-around. Let's hope he's all right. We'll check on his status when we get back. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it fourth down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So out now come the Lions. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Okay.
Ben Gideon in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Stafford now on second down. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Third and long, it's Stafford. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
On fourth down, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Fuck you.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Fuck you, asshole.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this one taking it in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw went a little too far. It brings up third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Oh, fuck you.
Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 87 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beat you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Fucking bastards.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
Yeah, piss off.
Real. Okay, as you watch, think about putting yourself in that spot, about being the ball carrier or the receiver.
I don't want to.
And then taking that shot, it is something else. It's not like when we were watching that video clip where they showed you how they make sounds for movies. This is for real.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Stafford to the right, incomplete to Galladay. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Oh, yeah, baby. W's for me.
Stafford looks to throw again. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game. Under a heavy
Oh, my
rush, and
God.
down he goes.
Fuck you. I'm getting it, damn it, whether you like it or not.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
You are not preventing me. Never.
It is caught at the 7-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Succeed once.
Now Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone.
What did I say?
Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Let's go! 3-19!
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play.
What's up, Storm? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, my man?
12.
What's good, what's good?
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really likes soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential. He's realizing it here.
And he'll get this one up to the
doing good. Good to hear.
26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception, almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Now Riddick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Stafford on 1st down. He finds Riddick complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught by Galladay.
Woo!
Pass interference. Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Now a first down throw. Stafford caught on the right side by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again is Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They snap it to Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a line touchdown.
Woo!
Marvin Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Doing pretty good, boys. Doing pretty good. We had a little bit of a rush start there, but no worries.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Lions Lions with the ball midway through the first. Stafford's got the completion here, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Lions is up now by 7. 4th and long. Stafford's under pressure and throws the pick. Rhodes is happy to come away with the pick and end the drive. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Thielen's wide open on the deep pass. And this long run goes for a touchdown, as that evens the score at 7-7. Midway through the second quarter, Stafford's on target here, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 7-yard line. Lions now later on the drive. It's Matthew Stafford getting it into the hands of Marvin Jones. He caps off the 7-play drive with the score. 4th and goal. That takes the lead up to 7. Stafford's going to complete the pass, and this play will go for 6. That puts them up by 2 touchdowns.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On play action, it's Keenum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a team is able to come up with the ball.
Keenum to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Murray.
What?
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, fuck you.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Bastards.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the
yes.
football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's Riddick. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Stafford, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Stafford on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
There, I gave you a follow, buddy.
Now come the Vikings. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire...
Murray fighting, lost the football. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. 19 yards that time for number 19.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It only took Stafford 90 games to hit 25,000 yards in his career, fastest ever, and he adds to that yardage total there.
I'm not sure anyone in the league has a more confident arm than Matthew Stafford does. He can wait until they're actually open before delivering, as opposed to anticipating them being open because of the strength of his arm, and he doesn't mind showing it off.
Back to throw, Stafford. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
1st down and goal to go from the 7. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Yeah, have fun with this one, partner.
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on. Just carving him up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
W's, baby, W's.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
They didn't get it.
Here we go. Green 39. Green.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. Going deep for Diggs. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Green 39. Green 39.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down at the 28. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Now they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Yes, sir.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? You go with the bigger guy to try and use size. You got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Throwing again. Stafford. His throw incomplete.
Fucking idiot.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. Stafford now to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And now running right through it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Lions have got it on cruise control.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. Going with a screen for Murray. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
To throw on second down is Keenum. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Keenum. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Watch tight end. Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. A very solid gain of 27. First down, Keenum. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Keenum. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Damn. Now Forbath for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bathema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Throwing is Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Roberts with it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And they will line up now for the two-point try. Stafford looks to throw again. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, here's Keenum. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up.
Come on, bullshit.
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set. Green.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Keenum again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kerry Hyder in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Now Keenum, gotta have this one. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Vikings score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Stafford going to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long.
All right, here we go. Next game. Yep.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Lions going up against the Ravens. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This one fielded at the 5. And some room to maneuver. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
I mean, wow.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They're led out by one of the bigger quarterbacks in the league, 6'6", 240 out of the University of Arkansas. It's Ryan Mallett.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Let's go! Green!
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's Mallett. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. The numbers for Collins last week: 25 carries, 95 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Second down following the run.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Here we go now. 56.
They go again with Collins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Let's go. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. Shakes off the sack. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Second down following the incompletion.
Two times.
How we doing, boys?
Set. Green 39. Green.
Let's get it.
Mallet now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Well, in prep for this one, it was fun talking with the defensive staff because they had to review last week's game tapes where he threw for over 400 yards. And they started ho-humming that performance. And finally, you said he threw for over 400. That's got to be significant. That's why he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
They better be careful what they wish for, ho-humming. He might do it again here in this one. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up second down. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
What?
They'll wind up
It was already
getting 10
past it,
back
bitch.
as that sets him up for third down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Oh, my.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D.
Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. You see what Riddick was able to do in last week's ball game. 16 carries, 76 yards.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Time for us to feature cornerback Jimmy Smith, and he's a guy that I would love to match up one-on-one against any of these tall, long receivers that can run in the NFL, because that fits his frame and it fits his game. He's a guy who can turn and run with anyone and also go up and contest just about any ball thrown.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The first NFL pick for Marlon Humphrey. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On second down, Collins. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
He's going to air one out. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn.
Glover Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can.
Theo Riddick. Oh. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, 89 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Good play. Thank you. That was a good play.
Again,
look at that.
And again.
That was
it's
beautiful.
Not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
That was
now
beautiful.
Prater to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have...
No, bottled up. Fumble. Oh. It's out. It's loose. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case,
yeah, that was.
Able to retain
Damn.
possession.
Only one of my guys was able to get that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play.
Badass.
And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Play action. They'll throw.
Oh.
Nowhere to go.
Fumble. Get it.
And this is
Yes.
scooped up
Go.
by the Lions. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for these guys.
You see him dive for it.
Credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
This guy right here watching.
First check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Jameis Winston, an early touchdown pass in that one.
That's funny.
Prater on to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And Watson has it right side.
Get him.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
I thought they would have got a touchdown at least, but still, they ain't getting that.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Appreciate the follow, by the way.
Too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Collins. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more.
You got to kick it, buddy. You got to kick it.
Yeah. On a cold December afternoon. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We're back to Baltimore after this. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. And the first play will be a field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
Miss.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have held him to this big number so far.
Okay.
We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they will go for it. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals. from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
While there's no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch.
Oh, what? Come on, get him.
Point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
That's good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction.
Get him! What are you doing?
I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Now you're playing.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Let's get back into a defense.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level.
Get him!
Before you blink, if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Prevent him from that. Let's make him only get a field goal. No touchdown. Not allowed.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that's all incomplete.
Let's go.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
Do it again. One more time. Do it again.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's caught. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. And it's 4th and goal.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can
almost
turn
had
and
his
get
ass.
upfield
I
and gain
almost
additional
sacked
yardage.
him.
Just
Oh,
wasn't anywhere
man.
to go on that play.
Thankfully, though, I stopped him from getting it. What an idiot.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal
I gotta
try.
go for a field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
That's what I wanted. You suck. Miss.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Jimmy Garoppolo with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard, right around the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
What is it doing? What is it doing? I'm not... What is it doing? I'm not... What? Where is the... I'm confused. Like, what the hell is going on here?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some nifty running there.
What?
Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
What the fuck is he doing?
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And
like, why can't I pick my shit? Why is it forcing me to do this? I don't want to do this.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Nice, good W.
Stafford on first down. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Detroit.
Yeah.
Marvin Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Let's go. Touchdown.
Now Prater to add the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
W's, boys, W's. W's in the chat.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Out to the flat for Reddick. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Field right.
Try it again. Again.
2nd and 10, Stafford again.
There we go.
To the right and complete to Galladay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Absolutely.
Terrell Suggs coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that.
Fucking idiot.
The ball
what are you doing?
Has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call. But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, my.
Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Stupid dumbass. Should have been there. They caught the goddamn thing.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Tied on the right. Set. Blue, landing. Blue,
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down.
Take that, asshole. That's what you get for freaking doing that to me, bitch.
In there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
That is caught inside the 5.
God damn it. Fuck you.
Solid gain of 27. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Mallet. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Chris Moore was the intended target, and it's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Ravens are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Lions have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Tucker's going.
Okay, let's not waste any more time, or certainly any more of Larry's time. Let's play ball.
Alright, guys, it looks like I'm going to have to play another Madden game, but I'm going to have to do it in a different stream because Mr. Nate over here, Dad Walker, thinks that his Chiefs team is going to whoop my ass.
And this will not be returnable.
I don't think
it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5.
What?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now?
Theo Riddick, he's at the 40. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Theo Riddick with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's Stafford. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. That is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mallet now. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Tahir Whitehead in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I love you.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
That's right.
On first down, it's Stafford. Throw left side, complete. It's Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first and 10, Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot, because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
From the red zone now, Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Akeem Spence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 35.
What?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
To throw is Stafford. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
On first down, Stafford here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it?
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And that stretches the lead to 27. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Double tight. 4 down. Here we go. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore.
Piss off.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Here we go now. 3,
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed. I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Prater on to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hurry up. Here we go. Green, 39. Hey.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Gilmore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6', 6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Alex Collins that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Key the tight end. Key the tight end. All right, here we go. Green.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Gilmore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Okay.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
One set. Eyes up. One set. Let's go. 319.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Hey, Sean Robinson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Powering his way forward, and that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. Gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So kind of a tough break there. No real hook or slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Suggs. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On second down, here's Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
You fuckers.
The Lions on third down, 3 for 7 so
care.
far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Stafford. Hard throw, incomplete.
Idiot!
Well, too much oomph.
Damn.
Too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hard of them, thinking they're hot shit.
To Stafford. Avoids him at the 40. And Jones has it over the middle.
Oh, you
and
fucking
unable
asshole.
to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on 4th down.
Fuck
and
you.
the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep or protest out of them. That's just who they are. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Get on the point right here. Here we go now. 3-19.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Set. Blue 90.
Here's Mallet. Nowhere to go.
Oh.
Here he lost
Oh,
the
get it.
But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Mallet now. He finds Woodhead out of the backfield. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Here's a first down run with Collins.
Get him.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. He'll look to throw. Right side catch, Gilmore. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
You're a shit team.
Alex Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. So here come the Lions now. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Here we go.
Throwing here, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Push him back. Push him back. Set, lady. 57's Mike.
On first down, it's Stafford. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing again is Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here on the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First and 10, Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
Into a double team and it's intercepted.
Oh, fuck you. You cheated. Cheated. Cheated.
Turnover there
Fuck
as his
you.
guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little
Shove it up
something
your
to
ass.
hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points
Jam
here.
over.
Yeah,
Fucking
this
ass.
ball game is over. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
You ain't shit, bitch.
Second down and
Fuck
4.
you.
Eyes on 10. Eyes on 10. All right, here we go.
Oh,
Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Holding offense.
Ha!
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and it still get caught.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and
Oh,
he's
fuck
got
you,
one
asshole.
complete.
Fuck you.
He's going to use the
Fuck
second of their
you.
timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
You ain't getting it, bitch. If I ain't getting it, you ain't getting it. Period.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He
Yes!
lost the football.
Oh, fuck
And
you.
a
You
timeout
don't deserve
coming
that.
in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Green 39! Green 39! Hey, we
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Get him.
Short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Three. Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Get him again.
One final shot.
him again.
They'll look to throw.
Good.
And that will be incomplete.
I want an interception.
As time has run out on this football
you lose.
game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Were you one of those guys
I'm a little
that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Lions, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.
Nice, good W's right there, guys. Okay, so listen to this. So, Mr. Dead Walker over there wants me to play against his wonderful Chiefs, apparently. Because he thinks his Chiefs are gonna beat me. So. And he ain't shit. Excuse me. You are afraid of us. That's why you won't play us. Oh, look at him. Look at him get all freaking... Ha ha ha, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna whoop his ass. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna get it ready right now, motherfucker. All right, you ain't shit, bitch. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You ain't shit, bitch. Your team is not that good. Here, I'll actually show you right now what your team is right now. I'll go back into it here. I'll show. Now, I'll give you credit. Your team is on a winning streak, but I've been on a winning streak since the frickin' beginning, brother. But I'll give your teams. Look at this. They're in 9th place now. Okay. Congrats. Congrats. You got some W's here. 8-4 rather than 6-4. So you're up and up your. All right. Good job. Good job, buddy. Good job. You're finally getting up there while the 49ers are they're going down. Oh shit. Yeah, so you're going in the right direction. The 49ers aren't, but yeah, no, good job though. Good job. You know, good job. I might actually have to play against them. Maybe I'll whoop their ass still, but yeah, man. But look at me, man. I got a Y next to my name too. Oh yeah. I ain't afraid of you, brother. I ain't afraid of nothing. I am 12-0, beach. And I whooped these ass teams before. I could do it again. Alright, so we're gonna get this game ready. But yes, I'll give you credit though. I will. I am. Now, do you want me to start a new stream or do you want me to do it in this one? It don't matter to me. I mean, I'll just add to the title that I'm playing against the Chiefs. Or I can make... Actually, I think I'll start. I think I'll start a new one because the title is freaking long right now, so I don't know if I'll be able to fit it in there. So I'll start a new one. All right. I'll start a new one, so that way then it'll be just the Chiefs. Because I'll add more to it to make it big. So. All right, let's get it. All right, see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Like, subscribe, would